If you work for UPS, listen up. The Metro Atlanta based shipping company announced it's eliminating 30,000 jobs. They say that these layoffs comes as it's winding down operations with Amazon and is part of a major turnaround plan. The cuts are expected to hit operational roles the hardest. In addition to these job cuts, UPS says it's also closing 24 buildings in the first half of this year and also pushing for more automation into its systems. UPS says many of the cuts will happen through attrition and another voluntary buyout for drivers. The Teamster Union is responding, saying UPS workers, quote, know their worth and expect the company to honor its contracts. Now, this round of cuts comes after the company eliminated 48,000 jobs last year. Now, despite all of this, UPS says this major turnaround plan seems to be working and investors seem to agree. UPS beat earnings expectations and shares jumped by 4%.
All right, so there's a lot to unpack here, and I have my notes here because I don't want to miss anything. So we have Amazon cutting jobs. We've got Pinterest just laid off about 15% of their workforce, and then you've got UPS. They're saying that they're restructuring and eliminating management roles. Now, one thing I will say is this: I feel so bad for all of these workers that are losing their jobs. Now, I will say this: people losing their jobs, cuts, layoffs happen, but when you're in this economy, it's hard to get a good paying job. So let's say if you've worked your way up the ladder in UPS, Amazon, now you're getting laid off, you've been making pretty good money, and now you're back to the chopping block, right? That's absolutely catastrophic for a lot of people out there. People have got bills to pay, they have their families to take care of, so forth and so on. But we're going to talk about exactly what's going on and what this really means. So these companies, right, they're not failing at all. In fact, in this particular video, you heard her say that the share price has gone up for UPS. So that means the valuation of the company has gone up because their overhead has been cut, right? Now, what these companies are doing is they are preparing. So a lot of you are probably wondering they're preparing for what? Now, one thing you have to remember is this: when the strongest companies in the economy start cutting jobs, it's not a panic for the company, it's positioning. And this isn't about saving money, which is what they'll say. It's about changing how work gets done. But it really is about saving money. Now, what we do know is for years, companies grew by hiring more people, and now they're growing by hiring fewer people and replacing the rest with what they say is automation with AI, right? And software. Now, this is happening very fast. So we can remember when AI was rolled out to the public, what, a little over a year ago. Look how much things have changed. Look how many layoffs have happened. Look how businesses operate. And when we think about Amazon, it's not laying off people because demand has disappeared, and Pinterest didn't cut jobs because the platform collapsed, and UPS isn't shrinking because shipping stopped. These companies are cutting because technology now does the entire work of these teams and what they used to do. So me, for example, I've been in IT in the healthcare sector for 18 years. I can remember 18 years ago, 10 years ago, 12, 14 years ago, the sub departments had 20, 30 people in them. Now they've gone from 20, 25, 30 people down to two people. And what's happening is AI is able to do the same amount of work 15 people used to do. And so now what you have is the two workers that are left are the ones that are working with AI, and AI is doing a lot of the work. Even if you think about software developers, even as it pertains to UPS, Amazon, Pinterest, they're doing all of the coding work, right? They've got apps out here where you can tell it exactly what you want, and then in 5 minutes, it can create an entire app for you. Not only that, if you think about coding, um, whether you're talking about Visual Basic or C Sharp, some of those older terms that a lot of you probably know, just tell it what you want to do, and it'll spit out the code for you. You put the code into the platform, and you're done in 10 minutes, right? These are things that once took people 10 days to do, 30 days, sometimes 60 days to figure out, and you're cutting out the middleman, and you're cutting out costs. And what once would cost a company, let's say $4 million for a sub department, is now costing them $200,000, $300,000. So they're cutting out 90% of their costs with the way they're doing things. Okay. So once a company proves it can scale without humans, which we're seeing, there's no going back, right? This is why job security is being redefined in real time. Now, in the old economy, security came from loyalty. You know, you stay long enough, you climb slowly, you become experienced. But in the new economy, none of that guarantees safety at all, right? Your job security now depends on one thing: how hard you are to replace. That's what it all comes down to. And to add on to that, right? Think about what the companies get. And although they use benefits as a write off, and it's not always as bad as it seems. You got to think about it. You know, medical, you know, that breaks down into dental, vision. You think about 401ks, 403bs, pensions that these companies once would contribute to. They're not doing it anymore. And in return, what they're getting is more productivity out of technology that works around the clock, right? 24 hours. And it's all coming down to this. These companies want to make more money, and that's exactly what they're going to do. So, for your job specifically, if your role is repetitive, if it's process driven, if it can be summarized in a workflow, uh, and AI is already learning it, then yeah, you may be in a little bit of trouble. You need to be figuring out what you can do to bring back that income that you could potentially lose if you lose your job. Okay. So this doesn't all necessarily mean that there will be no jobs at all. It just means the jobs are changing faster than people are adapting. And I can remember that people thought this was a joke. I've been telling people for over 10 years this was coming, and it's finally here. Now, what I will say is, if you guys think this is something, wait till quantum computing becomes a thing and really is put into this. Then at that point, the reduction of companies going from 25 people down to 2 and 3, now you're talking about just one person per sub department is going to be hired, and then they're going to be working with AI, which is going to help them do the work. So basically, all they're going to be doing is managing the process, telling AI what to do in conjunction with quantum computing. That's how it's going to be. Okay. Now, when we think about the past technology shifts that took decades ago, this is now taking quarters to do, right? So it's just amazing where this is going, in a good way for the companies, but a bad way for the economy. Now, how do you combat this? And I can go on and on about this. you gotta start investing, right? We've seen the price of gold go through the roof. We've seen silver go through the roof. We've seen the stock market go through the roof. And along with that, you have to have side hustles, which is, for a lot of people, it's not easy out there with the price of everything going up. The pay not necessarily matching with that. But the only way that you're going to survive is to have a side hustle and have maybe multiple side hustles and contribute to what's going to um, exponentiate your capital, right? You don't want to be in a position where your money is not growing. The banks putting your money in a CD and putting it in a savings, you can do that, but your money isn't going to grow. You put your money into assets like silver and gold, for example, they've always kept up with inflation. You put your money in a bank, the value of that money is going down. Look how weak the dollar is going. Look at these interest rates, right? So I just kind of wanted to come to the forefront and talk about what's going on. It sucks, man. This economy for a lot of people is not good. The loss of jobs is not good, and we got to figure out how to combat this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'm out, guys.